Thank God it's Friday. Welcome to the show. I am Obiajulu Olabisi Ugo, and with me are the ladies. Hello, Nima in yellow. How are you doing today?
I'm fine. And I'm still reminding people of all the various childhood cancers there. So today, neuroblastoma is one of them. It's Wilms tumor. It's a cancer that starts in the kidney and usually affects children 3 to 4 years old. And the important part is that survival is 99% if detected early and treatment is started early. The chances of survival for childhood cancers is higher than that of adults, number one. But then if detected early, the chances of survival is higher also. So we have kids, some of them going through this at the Doctors Cancer Foundation, which I am on the board. And I would like that support towards my birthday, because that's where I'd like my birthday gifts to go this year. I'm begging. And I'm hoping that when I get notice, because they're taking inventory of those who use the code on my page.
Oh, yes, to make any form of support.
It will support, so somebody will get to have lunch with me. An unusual lunch, I promise. My type of lunch. It's African, but it's very unusual.
You know what to expect. So what's the plan for the weekend?
Okay, tomorrow Gufran is taking part in cycling at the camp.
Oh, that's cool.
Yes, so,
nice.
And cycling for her is from Bele. Yes.
I have a video of her.
She started cycling at 2. Yes, she started the bike cycling. So now she's doing it as a competition. And I'm just relaxed that I hope she doesn't get over herself. I'll be there tomorrow with her brother, who says I should not take him to work again. Only when he's going to see his sister. So we'll be there.
How you doing, Miriam?
I'm fine. So tomorrow is going to be a busy Saturday morning for me. I've got 2 online events. So Leader X, tomorrow on their IG Live, will be talking with me, interviewing me, just talking to me and asking my own views and opinion about personal leadership. So please join us tomorrow at 10 a.m. as I have a conversation with Leader X. On their page. Yes, but all the information will be on my social media, so you can join. Then after that, I'll be having a book reading with Kids Literacy Circle. It's an online reading club for children, and we'll be talking about my book. So have your children join us tomorrow.
What time is
as well, and that's for 12 noon. Oh, no, that's for 2 p.m. First, it was supposed to be 2 sessions, but we've put it down to 1. So at 2 p.m. tomorrow, I'll be reading my book with the Kids Literacy Circle online reading club. And yeah, the children will have fun.
Okay, that's fine. This weekend, I'm supposed to be doing a photo shoot. I have some new collection to release, but I haven't even spoken to the photographer till now, so I don't know if that's going to happen. But the kids are back home, they're on holiday. We're just trying to find activities for them. We're supposed to do like a little trip, but I don't know how that is going to work right now. So I'm trying to quickly think, what can I put them into for during the holiday? So it's not just about TV. Yeah, but this weekend I'll try and rest a little. My body's touching from inside. I've been working so hard.
Yes,
yeah, like I need
See
to
what Morayo is doing now. Morayo have traveled.
We are missing her already. She said we should not bash our president until she comes back. She knows how to handle him. Yes, we should take care of the president and have it up. All right, let's take a short break. When we come back, we take the newspaper reviews. Stay with us.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.
Welcome back. So let's start with the nation. UK court adjourns hearing in Ikwerimadu's case till October 31st. Terrorism has not affected food production. Kekemeke Folari remains Oyo APC choice for governor. Osun APC heads for tribunal over governorship poll. Lalong leads APC's presidential campaign council. 2023. PDP can win without Wike, Atiku tells parties, BOT. Federal government Google partner to block subversive YouTube channels. Petrol importation, we can't compete with NNPC, says Ipman. Which of the stories do we have here?
Okay, so the federal government, through the Agriculture and Rural Development Minister, Mohammed Abubakar, at the weekly ministerial briefing that's usually organized by the presidential communication team at the villa in response to questions about farmers not being able to access their farms as a result of insecurity and how that is affecting production. He says that if you really look at it critically, that yes, government is really concerned about the insecurity in the northeast, northwest, and north central, but there isn't a significant dip in production because of that. You know, that production is still good. And he also went ahead to say that 3.6 million indirect jobs have been created because, you know, we get funds, and we got this, we get funds internationally, and there's this fund that's about $538 million that was approved for special agricultural processing zones to support inclusive and sustainable agricultural development in Nigeria. And he said that fund and funds like them have brought about, you know, an increase in the number of jobs they have been able to create. I know that looking at the headline, it just seems like it's very out of touch with what we know is happening. But he's saying, he's giving us numbers that we have created these indirect jobs, but do we feel the impact of these indirect jobs that have been created? And how true really is that production has not been impacted by farmers unable to access their farms with insurgency?
So the federal government and Google have decided to partner to prevent what they call subversive YouTube channels. So a team of Google, or Google's team led in West Africa, went to visit the Minister for Information, Lai Mohammed, and they went into talks on how certain channels, he was able to list some of them, Biafra Digest TV, Umu Biafra TV, Biafra Digest Asa, Biafra TV, and all of those examples. I said such channels know that, you know, Google censors certain incitive words. And so when they get to that point, they speak in African dialects to escape them, or some of them broadcast their contents in local languages. And so it's asking for Google to do more. And Google, he also announced that they had a code that the government is proposing, a code of practice for interactive computer service platforms, internet intermediaries. And he said, Google in turn then commended him, said that they are in agreement with him totally, that they also have, you know, several efforts that they have made, put in place to check some of those channels. The director for Google, government affairs, public policy in the sub-Saharan Africa, Charles Oputa, was saying that they also have a group called Trusted Flaggers, and they also have trained, that group is trained for citizens to track and flag contents of serious concern, especially on YouTube. They went for that to talk about another initiative that they have to check this. They then went on to talk about their subsea cable that, you know, they recently dropped, that came through Lagos, and that this is supposed to boost, which of course what the minister was talking about, the large number of users that they have in Nigeria, and said yes, this is supposed to boost economically, boost businesses on the online, help, and they are going to do their best to regulate and check any of those excesses. Okay.
So the Independent Petroleum Marketers Association of Nigeria, IPMAN, yesterday are saying that the members cannot compete with the Nigerian National Petroleum Company, NNPC, on fuel importation. And one of the reasons they mentioned is because they are not able to access Forex, saying that these NNPC gets their foreign currency at official rates, but they are not able to. They have to go and sort, you know, for autonomous currency, and it's not been easy for them, and so they cannot favorably compete in importing PMS. But if anything relaxes and the government is able to make like a waiver for them, they will be. So I was thinking that is government not, the PMS is an essential commodity. Is there no way they can make it so that at least IPMAN can get directly from the banks and get it at the official rate to make it easy for us to have a loss of PMS, so that maybe the prices can come down? The government needs to look into it.
They need to.
All right, let's move on to The Punch. We won't allow Lawan block Buhari's impeachment. Federal government to generate 160 billion from call, data tax. Tinubu Shetima. Babachir, biting finger that fed him, says Shitu. Buhari mourns emeritus Prof. Mabogunje.
Mabogunje.
Ex-IG Balogun dies. Thank you. Wike's camp condemns PDP's antisocial posture, seeks redress. Akwa Ibom job seekers killer to die by hanging. Kwara pupil hangs self for failing exam. Lagos policeman Sharif invade house, destroy 500 million property. More states to procure AK-47 as insecurity worsens. What stories do we have in the
Okay, so quickly, just
major headlines.
Let's just do the condolences first.
okay.
So yesterday, they lost Safa Balogun, the former IG, as well as Professor Akima Boguje, the 90-year-old second set of the University of Ibadan, professor of geography. And Boguje became popular for the donation that was made to the university of $1 billion back then towards an intervention, something that you can compare and balance with the issue, the interest of people in power. But he's one of the icons that we have in Africa. And then Tafa Balogun too, as IG then, did a lot of laudable things, except that, you know, towards the end of his tenure, this issue of fraud happened and he was investigated for it. That sort of led to his getting out of the service.
Okay.
Yeah, so the picture story, yesterday, I'm sure a lot of people saw it on social media, on TV, the 21-year-old Uduak Akpan, who had been, you know, convicted of killing the job seeker Iniu Bong Umoren, has been sentenced to death by hanging.
Yes.
Obviously, looks justice has been served here. Concerning how it went, all the stakeholders involved have said that they're happy in the way that the proceedings went. The court made sure that it starts almost day to day to make sure that we got to a conclusive end. Even his lawyer was saying that as far as they're concerned, justice has been served and the person who was meant to be convicted has been convicted. A little drama happened in the court after his sentencing. He said that he grabbed a lawyer beside him and tried to strangle the lawyer, and then he also tried to escape, but then he was held down and put into the van. I'm just so glad, you know, that we have seen the beginning. In this case, we've seen the beginning and the end of this conviction, and then we hope that investigations would, you know, because there's speculations that he did not do it alone.
We're going to be talking about that.
It's not even speculations.
We will talk about it a bit. So I have this very sad story. A 17-year-old student of the Offa Grammar School in Offa local government area of Kwara State, Adegoke Adeyemi, allegedly committed suicide after failing to gain promotion to the next class in his school. So he took this examination, was supposed to be moving from SS1 to SS2, but then he fails the exams. And so they are saying that is maybe that is the reason he decided to take his own life. The case has been confirmed by the public relations officer, SP Okasame, and they said they are going to be probing further to find out if there are other things that likely may have made him to kill himself. But I'm wondering, why would he have to resort to killing himself for failing? Just for, I repeated the class.
No.
Some of us have
there may be other factors.
Yeah, so maybe investigations will show that there are other factors.
I wanted to take the AK-47 story.
Can we take it after the break?
Okay.
Let's take a short break now. When we come back, we continue the newspaper reviews. Stay with us.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.
Thanks for staying with us. Anima had a story in Punch.
Yes, so Governor Samuel Otom of Benue State says that he would legally apply to procure AK-47 rifles for the new security outfit in the state, the Community Volunteer Guards. You know, other states, the Amotekun and all of that, Western states who started their security were told they couldn't carry guns. But he said something I consider very irresponsible at this, because he was graduating 500 from each of the 23 local governments in the Benue State that were recruited into this community guard, and he was saying, we will get AK-47
for them
to fight the Fulanis who are disturbing our people. I think that ethnic description was the most irresponsible of any state leader, you know, in announcing that kind of thing. So you want to fight crime, fight crime. but don't label it, because what you start is incite ethnic issues, and the state has already seen a history of it. You'd expect more responsibility from the leader of the state. People like that have always coexisted. We all have intermarried. You go to the core of Borno State, you find an Igbo man. You come to the core of Southwest, you find a Fulani man. To use such words is to pretend not to know the history of your country, and you're a governor.
Moving on to the Daily Sun. Ekweremadu remains in custody as UK court adjourns hearing till October 31st. NSA, INEC chair differ on polls. PDP, Atiku, Wike meet, agree on modalities for reconciliation. Don't stifle press freedom, Sanwo-Olu tells political leaders. Shake up as Nigerian Air Force appoints new branch chiefs, AOCs, and others. Sanusi hits Buhari hard, says Nigeria in deeper mess than 2015. APC names Lalong Keyamo presidential campaign DG spokesman. Who has a story in the story?
Yes, so the APC has appointed the governor of Plateau State, Simon Lalong, to lead its presidential campaign for next year's election. And also, Minister of State for Labor and Employment, Festus Keyamo, has been appointed the spokesperson, it says interim spokesperson for the Presidential Campaign Council. And, you know, a few of us saw this and thought, is this some sort of compensation for the Muslim ticket to give someone in the North Central and Christian this? But they say no, that is because he has proven himself, you know, that he has ability to do this. And the party leadership see him as capable of running the affairs of the campaign.
Yeah. So, okay, go ahead.
Just to bring us up to date on Ekweremadu. Ekweremadu is being still detained in the UK. Although his wife has been granted bail, he's to remain in custody till October. I believe this continuous detaining of him shows that there's more seriousness, more facts
than what
we are seeing.
Okay, so the former emir of Kano, Sanusi Lamido Sanusi, is expressing sadness at the current economy and security situation in Nigeria. Is also insisting that the country is in a deeper mess now, more than it was in 2015. So he spoke at the Akinjide Adeosu Foundation Leadership Colloquium and Awards Chapter 7, themed "Are Good Leaders Scarce in Nigeria?" And he said that everything that's been happening is showing that the government is, you know, there's no form or sort of urgency, no form of urgency, no sense of urgency with what is happening. That if you are running a business and you are not making interest, you're not making profit, you will change some things around. But the government is seeming like they are not really interested. And also that they are expecting that Nigerians will appreciate them when they leave office. But we can see that from the political terrain, insecurity, the economy, nothing is really working, and we need to sit up. The government needs to sit up and do more. So let's move now to... Okay, let's do the Vanguard. Attacks on schools. Federal government mauls armed guards. Ex-IGP Tafa Balogun dies at Lagos Hospital. Umoren's rape mother court sentences Uduak Abasi to death by hanging. We've taken that story. 2023 Atiku Wike meet pledged to resolve PDP crisis in 7 days. Nigeria in deeper hole than in 2015, says Sanusi. 2023 polls, I'll be devoid of any wuru-wuru, Buhari assures. That's a wuru-wuru. I wish somebody read that story. So what do we have in the Vanguard?
Okay, so the U.S. Energy report says that barely 24 hours of the decision of OPEC to increase, to stabilize crude oil prices across the world, the United States Energy Information Administration yesterday forced a drop. So crude oil has been selling for a comfortable $100 per barrel price. And this decision of the United States Energy Information Administration forced it to $90. So we just celebrated a small win, and then there's an issue already. So the current price is the lowest since Russia invaded Ukraine. And of course, you know, all the world crises have caused. We're hoping.
Okay. So speaking at the high-level summit, safeguarding the schools in Abuja yesterday, the Minister of Finance, Budget and National Planning, Mrs. Zainab Ahmed, said that the federal government was committed to protecting the nation's schools from further terrorist attacks. And what they're trying to do is to deploy security agencies across most of the schools, especially the high-risk states. And they're already working with, there's a committee that was set up that they are working and making plans to see how this can happen so that in preparation for the September resumption, so most schools are likely to be having armed men who are going to be surrounding the schools and protecting the schools. I don't know how this is going to work. How many men do we really have? Do we have enough personnel to meet up with this? Let's move on to the Tribune. INEC projects 95 million voter population for 2023 polls. Federal government, Google agreed to tackle YouTube channels of proscribed groups. Tafa Balogu dies at 74. We never had it this bad in Nigeria, ex-MS Sanusi. Alleged organ harvesting Ekweremadu to remain in custody for another 3 months. UK close to recession, Bank of England. Do we have anything here we haven't taken?
Bank of England,
okay.
UK close to recession. So the Bank of England is warning that the UK economy will enter recession later this year. The bank's Monetary Policy Committee has announced its decision to raise the UK interest rates, it is said, by 50 basis points to 1.75%, and this is the highest since 2008. And the governor of the bank, Andrew Bailey, says that the Russia war is the largest contributor to the inflation in their country, and he says that there's an economic cost to the war. And, you know, he goes further to break it down, how it will affect them in 2022, 2023, timelines, everything broken down. People are lucky. Broke it down for them and, you know, gave them the different quarters when it will start and how it would affect, you know, their citizens. And it's just, interesting.
Every layman can read and understand.
Yes, and just interesting to watch and to see how, you know, is done in other
things
times.
are done, how information should be given to the public.
Good. And with this information, I guess people are able to act differently. You know, their spending habits may, you know, align with what they are expecting. You know, they adjust because they now have information that will help them make decisions going forward.
Nigeria will get
really
there.
exciting.
In Jesus' name. Nima, do you have a story in the Tribune?
No.
Okay, so the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, on Thursday projected a voter population of about 95 million for the 2023 general elections in the country. Morayo took a bit of that story yesterday. So he said this at an election security management training. So that's where he made this pronouncement. And he said 20 million higher than the combined voter population of 14 other West African countries in the sub-region. He said in Nigeria, it involves the recruitment. Now they are going to be doing a lot to be able to handle this number of persons who are going to be voting. So recruitment and training of staff, managing the logistics for their deployment to 176,846 polling units across 8,809 electoral wards in the 774 local government areas and 37 states of the country. So they are going to be doing a lot in terms of protecting the lives of the people who are going to be coming out to vote. There will be a lot of security deployment to ensure that everything goes well, and hopefully we'll have a free and fair election. So, yes. There's this story in The Guardian, so we didn't get to The Guardian. Car dealers importing drugs, NDLEA alleges. So I took that story. I want to get the full details, but the story itself is saying that the NDLEA is closing in on car dealers who, most of them, are beginning to use their business to import or bring in drugs. So they hide the drugs in the cars, yes, and you think they are doing car business, but then they are bringing in drugs. And they don't have, the NDLEA does not have anything against the car dealers. They are not trying to stop their business. They are not after their tax. They just want to ensure that they are not hiding drugs in their cars when they bring them in. And this has been rife in the past few months. So they are going to be closing down on most of them to ensure that everything just goes well. So thank you, ladies. That's all we can take in the newspaper reviews. When we come back, we move on to the hot topic of the day. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.
Thanks for staying with us. So affordable pay TV platform StarTimes entered a partnership with leading filmmakers to produce blockbuster series that resonate with families. From Ileayo, produced by Femi Adebayo, to Okrika, produced by Mukare and Iyabojo. Both series were launched in December 2021. And now, another original production by StarTimes called Paradise, which is a comedy series produced by Steve Yor. Oh, no. And Steve Yor is right here. Oh, wow, Papa Man, to tell us about this production. Welcome, Steve Yor.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you.
So
Thank you.
this is a new, by the way, before I get into that, you're looking too fresh for my liking. What's up? What's happening?
Don't tell us that story.
Don't repeat what you just said here.
Don't say it out. Don't let people hear you.
No. We don't believe you.
If you see your
You look really good.
Bobrisky on the other end, you don't look fresh.
Yeah, you look
Beg,
really
talk
good.
the truth.
So tell us about this Paradise that's coming to the TVs August.
Okay, started yesterday. It's about just the madness that you witness when you go to spas, and then all the fun, the laughter, of course, the backstabbing and all that you will experience when you visit the spa. And this is not just about customers coming into the spa. It also has a lot to do with even the staff themselves when they backbite and then they stab themselves. But basically, it is comedy. And then I wanted something a little bit different from the usual. A lot of people will do stuff about, back in the days, we used to have Second Chance. And then it was in the classroom where they did all their stuff. Yeah. So I decided to do this in a spa. Let it just be spa.
You know what is so funny? The fact that you picked spa. Everybody knows that spa was quiet, serene, and you are now going to cause commotion in a spa.
So it's all that.
It must be a big spa.
Yes, it is.
But we also heard that there are going to be like lots of favorites, well-known faces. Could you tell us about that?
Yeah, we have Gosumusu Kuleremi, Tony Akposhere, Tomama, that is on, Tomama. We have Brain Jota. We've got lots of them. We've got lots of them.
Wait. How is it like working with because
the bunch?
That Brain Jota where you are, what was it like working with this kind of people?
See, these guys, the only difficult thing I encountered was actually timing for some of them.
Okay.
But apart from that, some them giving their best and all those stuff, they were all on point. All of them.
I'm a Brain Jota fan.
Yes, I am.
I'm certainly
the guy is not normal. He's not normal the way he talks, the way he walks, and all that, and all that. So
most comedians are not normal. You're not even normal yourself.
Yourself.
You're just packaged this morning for this interview. Am I right or wrong?
You actually said that on TV.
What should we look forward to?
Yeah. We've got a lot going on in the country right now, and then people just need to relax and then just be happy. That's what basically it's all about. And then we just want them to just watch. While you learn, you also laugh. You're happy.
Okay, good.
Yeah, you also laugh and all that. And then the good thing is that we have one of our sponsors on it. Excuse me, that's Cash Token.
Okay.
And then
as an actor as well?
No. Okay. Cash Token is a platform, yes, where people can win money and all those stuff. Yes. And then
So how do people get to win?
Yes, so you need to also watch the show.
One.
And then, of course, there will be trivia, there will be questions, and also follow the Instagram page of Paradise_series. Okay. And then you would also see a lot. Questions will be thrown there and all that. And then you stand the chance of winning from 5,000 to 100 million.
Wow.
Yeah,
One person or just spread?
One person, not the community.
Whoa, wow. See, I love that you talked about learning something as well as laughing. Because sometimes in our comedy, we forget to pass a proper message. I'm loving that, even though I would love to see how chaotic a spa can get. But now that you have said that we will win prizes, people say, hey, so where can we watch it now?
No, it's on StarTimes, ST Nollywood Plus, and then it shows every Monday to straight up to Fridays, 8:30 p.m. every day. It's a daily series.
Every day.
It's a daily series. And then...
That's a lot of work to have a daily series.
Man.
Once a week, Seth is...
See, my head is commoting smoke here. I'm telling you.
I know.
My head. Let me give you a typical example. We're reshooting some scenes that we had shot before.
Oh my
and then we have to go back to go and shoot again. And all the actors are not even available. So you're trying to write script.
Obiajulo understands your
I
pain.
understand your pain perfectly.
So it is, I'm telling you, it's not,
I know.
And then the stress going on with wanting to shoot this period. You know, when we started the project, we bought diesel at 300 and something. When we bought the next diesel under 1 month, we're doing 600 and something. And then the next one.
And now that you're going to buy.
It's 800.
We are Nigerians who survive. We survive.
We'll find a way.
Survivors.
So tell us. Okay, go ahead.
Go on.
I wanted you to tell us why you decided to partner with StarTimes.
Exactly.
Okay, so I tell people, just like they say God made man out of mud, and then he breathed life into man, and man became a living soul. Yeah.
Hey, don't
So-
enter church.
No, not the church. Because a script is just like that. Until there is the Malachi, the Osusu to follow it.
Your susu is important.
If it is not there,
Forget
that is the
it.
life that you need in every script.
So bring it to life.
To bring it to life. If you don't have it, forget it. And big shout out to StarTimes. They said that this period they want to. You said they did Ile Alayo with Femi Adebayo. They did Okreka with Iyabo Ojo and then Mukari. And then this. And of course, they also have something with Kenny Ogungbe too, the talent.
Yes.
So they've decided now to
Support?
get local content. Not just local content.
Indigenous.
Yes, indigenous content. That's the word. Indigenous content. And then to push ours forward too. So
Let's talk
Amazing.
business.
Yeah.
This is an opportunity that you just brought. How are you people in this industry, in Nollywood, positioning for this, to grab this opportunity fast? Because aside Femi Adebayo and all of them, I've not seen other faces coming on board.
No, they are taking, people are submitting
working on
proposals.
it.
They are working on it. They are looking at content, looking at how it will work. They also have a reality show coming up too. So they are working, StarTimes is working on a number of projects because they just want to go all out. They tried it out and it worked for them, and then now they have decided to just go all out to support producers with good content and all, to make sure, and then also, of course, they acquire movies and all the stuff. So they're into a lot of
I'm
stuff.
happy for them, and I think
Yes.
practitioners should take advantage of this before it turns to who know man, who know man.
but at the same time, is make them no spoil things. You know, as artists can be sometimes. You know the way our people can be, you know, and then the next thing they spoil it, because they now want to bend and all the stuff.
So this Paradise is only going to be on StarTimes.
Yes, it's on StarTimes.
What about people who do
ST.
not have their decoder?
They make them go get.
Run and get.
Go get.
Yes, it's time for us to watch.
Get.
I'm really looking forward to my favorites. I like Kule Remy.
Kule
Yeah,
Remy.
he's good.
Lolo too.
Lolo
Lolo
is
is on it
good.
too. Yes, Lolo is on it. Kule Remy is on it.
I wish you were in front of a camera too.
Yes, I was. I
have
also
some
acted Wakapa's Sha.
Cameo.
I'm the landlord of both the spa and the restaurant.
Oh, so you're showing from time to time.
Yes. So I am there, of course, you know now. Go every time to collect rent. And remove roof.
Any last messages for viewers out there?
Okay, so for those out there, the series started yesterday, August 4th, and then it runs Monday to Fridays, 8:30 on ST Nollywood Plus. It's strictly on StarTimes, and then so if you've not gotten your own StarTime, make sure you go get it. Of course, different bouquets that they have, and then the prices and all starts from 7,400. They even have the one of 2,750. So
affordable. I would say.
So what are you waiting for? So there's one for 8,900. So jump on it, you know. And then so that you be a part of this. And not just that, don't forget, Cash Token is also rewarding viewers.
I love that part.
From 5,000 to 100 million
I
naira.
love that part.
Have to watch and win something.
Yes, and then you have opportunity to be a part of the weekly draws on Fridays. That's when that happens, where you can also win You see the trivial, and then you take parts, and then you can win.
Thank you so much.
Media.
Yeah, follow the social media at Sparadise_series. Sparadise.
Thank you so much for joining us. We wish you all the best on this paradise, and we
Thank
hope that a lot of people watch out there.
Thank you.
That's all we can take on this segment. When we come back, we move on to our hot topics. Stay with us.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.
Welcome back. So you guys know how we like to gist on Fridays, especially celebrity gists. And we usually sit on our own and, they just throw this gist at us. Fortunately and unfortunately, we have the original owner of the gist in the studio with us today to talk about this particular gist. So let me intimate you. Nigerian entertainer Charles Oputa, popularly known as Charly Boy, has hinted a possible split from his wife, Dianne. Oputa took to his Twitter page on Tuesday where he lamented his possible return to bachelorhood after over 45 years of marriage. Which hope do I have? My people, in his words, in Pidgin, if I tell Una, say, after over 45 years of marriage to my wife, that I am going back to bachelorhood, what will you say? He wrote in Pidgin. So we brought him today to come and tell us, the ladies of your view, why after 45 years, he's talking like this. Welcome, Charly Boy, this morning. How are you doing today, sir?
Me properly.
I did not. I'm sorry.
Nigeria singer.
Nigeria what? Help me.
Singer, songwriter, television presenter,
Actor. Area father. I'm sorry.
What about president of frustrated Nigerians?
Oh, I lost that. You're welcome to the show, sir. How are you doing
Good
today?
to be here.
How are you doing today?
Okay, I'm blue today.
Yeah, you are with Miriam.
To Matt.
You are trying to match.
God will help you people. So, Oga, this news shook a lot of Nigerians because I know that when we talk about marriage here and we use people like you who have hit almost all the milestones to give examples that if this marriage can work, then we have a chance at making it work. Why are you giving us this sort of news right now?
What sort of news?
Waiting don't happen. Say, be like saying no go happen.
Let's finish
Well,
what you
you
said.
see depends on where you stand. Where are you standing? Are you standing on a mumu side? Are you standing on a deeper end? Because words may be frivolous sometimes, okay? But my words have deeper meaning than surface meaning.
Good.
Because I was only trying to talk to the people who feel like marriage is work. Yes, marriage now work. If you're not ready to do the time, so why bother? Okay? Because some people feel that when marriage starts becoming too cumbersome, too you have to always work at it, then the love is no longer there, or the marriage is, no. And everybody from time to time is allowed to get tired. But you don't say, okay, because like as Nigeria did, so she una they talk.
Okay.
Me I tire.
Don't tire.
All of us
I
are tired.
tire. But what do I want to do now? So I don't tire.
Yes, so what,
We go see the end of the matter.
Oh.
You
so what
understand?
causes tiredness?
Because if there's so many things now, it can be your environment. Your environment. And these days, when men are not like they used to be before, because of the economic situation, can be a variety of a lot of things. Things are no longer normal. Okay? Nobody here can say that they are not affected by this kind of toxic environment that we're living in.
We all
So
are.
the thing, they affect brain sometimes. So if somebody like me comes and say, nah, I tire, I'm just expressing the feeling of that moment. Because do you know what I was going through, what was flowing in my head
time.
as I was writing, or as I was posting that thing?
It's good
I could be feeling lonely.
It's good that you brought
Even
it
in the
like
marriage.
this. Yes.
Yes, because my wife know they're around now. My children know they're around. Nobody they're around, only me now. So I'm feeling like a bachelor, damn it.
It's good that you brought it out because a lot of people under
Those two kids.
Oh, no, a lot of people, yes, they took it for the literal meaning.
But people should know by now. They should know me now. When I say something, you need to look at that thing twice.
Deeper.
Don't take it.
Also, there's the side of it that, when the heat comes, at the moment you just express it, doesn't mean you give up. I like the part that, you push through.
Yeah.
Because all of us shall say 45 years married, we will never reach 20 years.
Yeah.
I beg.
And
see, am I all these small boys? After 45 years, you say within social media, I want to announce my
Fear catch us. Fear catch us first. We were not sure.
I go come social media and say, I want divorce.
I don't tire. People don't work at marriages anymore. You've done 45 years. No, people don't work at marriages anymore. Divorce rates
That is the problem.
So, you don't do 45 years.
Not hard labor. I don't see I don't hear
Inside this marriage.
Inside this marriage.
Hi.
But what I want to
Okay, for those,
we all die here.
for those people who are still newlyweds, and when you're saying win, they're like, is it a prison sentence? Why are we winning in the marriage? What's happening?
Everybody's supposed to get married.
I
Marriage
used
is
to
not
say
for
that
everybody.
thing. Yeah.
Why? Why do you say so?
Some people can take it now. Some people can't take it. Because in marriage, it's a lot of compromise. It's a lot of...
Commitment.
Commitment first. There's a lot of compromise. There's a lot of patience. There's a lot of buzzwords.
Long suffering, uncle.
Join that one now. Anything will be hard labor. Now you get to work at it. But it's the reward that you get. Because what's the reward? The reward is about companionship. Somebody you can grow old with, somebody who can take care of you, you take care of them, like that. Because as we get older, men, they go through many things.
We just only as they go
Midlife crisis.
They start from menopause.
And the men, and then they suffer past. Men, they suffer past.
All right, let's take a short break. This conversation is getting deeper and deeper. When we come back, we continue. Stay with us.
Going to the deep side.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.
Welcome back. So we're still discussing this issue of marriage. And Miriam had a question.
So, sir, when people see you and how exciting you look, everything, we just always imagine that marriage will be exciting with you. Because they tell us, in marriage, you need to do this, you need to keep evolving and changing. So to hear that even with, your personality and your outlook on life, you still find marriage, you've come to a point where you're tired of marriage. What is it that
I haven't come to a point where I'm tired of marriage.
Okay, that you're tired. That you're tired. That you got to a point at that point where you said you were tired.
Even after 10 years of that same marriage, so tired, they meet me for road. You understand?
Even tired along the way.
Yes, tired. Sometimes I go tired.
No, what I'm saying is that this exciting personality and everything, doesn't it help?
Now, in real life,
You are talking Romeo and Juliet and Nins and Bulls.
Oh, really?
Do you understand? I they tell you about real life experience. For real life, sometimes you go tired. But that one no make now. If you tire, you find a way to, like most of us are going through one frustration or the other.
Yes.
So we find a way to give good messages to our brain. we'll find a way to rekindle. We'll find a way to stay inspired. That is why
So
it
that's
is
what I'm
work.
saying. That's where your personality comes in.
Now,
You're
they do
constantly
now.
evolving and changing.
Constantly. Constantly.
So there's
Sometimes the thing they tire.
To constantly
To
evolve.
constantly. But you need to constantly.
I'm so shocked.
wait.
You know?
So recently there was this conversation where I was having with another woman. She said, we women, we need to discover how we help our spouses. At that time,
Yeah.
it was last month in my own marriage. Me, I break down, scatter house. You know, so they give me boost back. And, you know, me, I feel, sometimes women, we come in hard. We don't know when we hurt. Maybe not really intentional. Sometimes just to do our own back, those ones. But, you know, what exactly would you say a woman should be? And how can she be that all the time? Or is there an expectation that you two must understand the period a woman is, the phases she is part-time, so that she will help in that marriage? Or is it that women are just like this and men are like this? This is how some people say Mars and Venus example. Is it like that?
That one day, that is why I always encourage couples, if you're in a relationship, what can really save you is to keep talking. Talk as if they do you every second, every minute.
They say it's nagging.
Keep talking.
They say we are nagging when we keep talking.
But now we women, they talk fast. Men know they talk. When they quick talk.
No, men suppose, I know all those men where they do macho, I don't know that one. You see me, if
You're
you
breaking
get
some
something-
tables.
Wait, you get something where go happen. Me, I go cry. If I won't cry, I go cry.
Yeah, thank you. I hope you are hearing.
Nobody can stop me. Yeah, I go let out. Because one thing I will never do is to be hiding myself or hiding my feelings or no they should talk out. You understand? So as long as you guys, you know that the first thing is communication. We must be talk. As if they do us right now, we go talk up. Maybe you know go do us like that the next minute. But as if they do us now,
let's
we
put
go
it down.
talk everything, put them out. And then as long as we are seen trying to walk it, because na constant walk, now make that.
That's where the progress is.
Yes.
I like what you have just said now, and I want us to unpack it a bit. So you know that some people would say that, like she mentioned, when you talk, how it's happening, how they do you, it will seem like you're nagging. That's one. Secondly, some women or men are not emotionally aware to understand
Emotionally
exactly what
matured.
they are feeling and how to communicate it. I beg, help us.
Well, you know, what works for A may not work for B, okay? And that is why I say to most people, if you can, first of all, be friends. I mean, in the real word of it, friendship. Okay, you start with friendship, nobody say, because a lot of people get married for all the wrong reasons. So, but when you are dealing from a friendship perspective, it is different.
Yeah.
Because if you get like your body, where they confine to, where they tell everything. Because you trust them, okay? That's the way in marriage you should start off, as friends, as bodies. Then if you have a good communication going for you, then that is, you're on the right path.
Those are
But
good
say,
ingredients.
yes, but say, wahala, you know, go see wahala for road, that one a lie.
You must
Like
also
say, you know, go tired, that one, like say, you know, go feel like sometimes, you know, I want to give this thing up. That one a lie. You
You
understand?
see, this talk matter, this communication matter is important, but there's the part of the receiver of our information. I advise the couple wants to talk, and then they talk. All the while, the woman, they pile up the talk. So if the man says, the other day, I didn't like how you cook, that's how he said, I don't know how to cook.
Hey,
I didn't, that, you know, that's how I said so she piled a whole note of, and by the time when you start to do that one, even me, I tire, you know. So there's
Do you receive?
whoever the receiver is, how magnanimous must they be before we even start a conversation. Not be say you don't reach judgment. And some people, they do the damage. She, in her own side, did the damage of talking to her mom. Before I can separate that your mom is coming from her own mistakes to advise you. My mom can never be wrong. You know, she bring that one. So please help us.
That question, they're very millennials.
Millennials.
I know Kuma understand them, but see, you know, this thing, wow. Because some people get crooked mind, you know. Early enough in your marriage, you're not supposed to know, like, if I'm married to you, for instance, now, I will know your weak point. I will know your strength, okay? And because we're not in competition, we know they compete. Because if friendship they involved, we know they compete about anything. If I won't correct you, they correct you, say, I want this thing to be smoother.
For us.
Know, for us. You go understand, no matter how manipulative you may try to be, you go understand, say, it's really about us.
Yes.
But when you're in a relationship where it be like, say, now about the individuals, everybody stand, no compromise. Everybody there on your own. They form whatever then they form. Then it becomes a problem. Because that blocks the friendship. It blocks a good communication. And then, of course, me at the talk say, women are stronger emotionally than men. I believe that. We're like overgrown babies.
You guys are.
We need to be. Yeah, we need to be. But, you know, when you marry a bad woman, oh boy, you're in trouble.
I just want to ask, there's this thing.
I don't understand.
Woman,
What do you think of, some people have said, okay, like when you're going through these phases, you can take a break. What do you think about married people taking a break during marriage?
It's important.
Oh.
Like right now, you know.
You're on a break.
We don't break. Don't walk out. Me, I walk out same.
What do you mean? Please,
what does it
break down
entail?
this break.
It can be, say she go vacation. Me too, I go my own vacation.
Differently.
And yes, sometimes. Yeah? It's good like that. You know, when you stay too long together, see finish fit enter. So if you no take time, that see finish go mess you up. You understand? So small time, yeah, make him come out, make him go somewhere. Make me to I see road.
Breathe.
Make I breathe. Make I miss some small. Then maybe I go come find them again. You understand?
You know, you said something about being vulnerable, which a lot of young men who have been raised to be macho don't show in marriage. How would you advise them to begin to be in tune with their emotion, especially when it comes to their partners? Because all we see is, I'm a man, I'm the man. Everywhere, demand.
You see, they know they just learn that thing like that. It's also a sequence of where you're coming from. Like for me, I come from a very warm, loving home. Okay, so I'm not used to, I don't want to be a big boy. I don't want to be macho. I want to be a human being. You understand?
Oh, that's sweet.
Yes, so
okay.
sweet.
So a lot depends on what is flowing here, where you're coming from, your background, your pedigree, and all of that.
Can you change?
You know, yeah, people can change, but what gets formed in your formative years is kind of difficult to change.
You're a pretty good example of do not judge a book by its cover. You are not the typical Nigerian idea or society's idea of.
I wasn't raised like that. Come on. I wasn't raised like that. I know where I come from. Because I love the street does not mean I'm a street person. You understand? Because I see the brand Charly Boy as a prince who left his castle to wander into the bush, to see how the animals sleep and eat. He got into the bush and was stuck in that bush, running around with all these animals, and refused to. You can say it's another case of the prodigal son, I don't know, you know. But it is that experience with the wild animals in the bush that has enabled me keep my faith and stay consistent and audacious, yeah, to my dreams and aspiration, not letting anybody put me down. Because if to say I won't follow us, then bring me up. It has no way in this system or this kind of harsh system. Now because I stay inside that bush, now I get sense by fire, by force.
Wow. Like that.
So if you want some sense, make we share some sense, okay? I will do something I hardly ever do, but this is my own private thing that I do that gives me, it's like therapeutic for me. Because talking to other people, hearing their problems, help me to understand my own problems. Because my problems many. Then when I can't jam my wife on, it be like say we go scatter everywhere. You understand? So this
Before
is
you
the
take
number.
that, let's take a number. Let's take a phone call. I will come back to you.
Yeah.
Shesa from... Good morning, Shesa. We have a caller here. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Go ahead. We can hear you. Good morning.
Yeah. You people are doing a wonderful job, and I love it.
Thank you.
We are going to meet Morayo. We are going to meet Morayo, but he and his name. We have no choice. In the area of going on break, because at times I used to tell my wife, can we just feel like 1 week break and at least let's refresh our mind. But she said, no, we stay here together. And at times I began to wonder, what do I do again? Sometimes when I see some issues in the house that I can no longer withstand, I ask the one hotel and stay for 3 days. She will come and look for me at work, and find out I will see myself back in the house. In that circumstance, Baba shall therefore throw more light in that area. Thanks.
I don't understand the question.
Said the area of not taking a break. I think I heard to that.
His wife refuses. You say you die,
You
you
die
We
here.
die
There's
here.
no break.
Yeah.
Because
You
for some
help
people,
them.
break leads to break up.
Break up, yeah.
How do we keep it?
No, I'm not supposed to be like that. Break is just get small space of your own. You
come back.
you don't have to travel to Jankroma.
Or pack all your load when you're going.
You know, it's just that from time to time, especially for men, they need space. That space that they need, not be like say they won't go frolic or, you know. That's I'm talking about when I talk about
you
men.
know,
And they
Sims,
talk
we-
about responsible people.
Hey,
don't
you
get
have to be
it wrong.
distinguishing it for us.
Okay.
Responsible.
Even when I talk about Nigerian youths, and they talk about the outstanding and the exceptional youth, because no time, because I always say that the salvation of this country lies in the hands of its exceptional people. So those exceptional people,
Salvation of the country.
there's no way that you can, like all the youths will come together before things better. No, because if 0.5% are the people who are spoiling this country, who have their legs on our neck, then I want to also believe that 0.001%, even if it's 0.001%, will be the exceptional people, the outstanding people that will salvage this country. Because there is no time everybody will come
We'll work
together.
together.
It will not happen.
Let me pause you there a bit and take this call. Lawrence from Jos. Good morning, Lawrence.
Good morning. How are you?
Doing amazing, sir.
Yeah, you are doing a great job. And
Thank
my
you.
greetings to Charly Boy. Yeah, my question is, I don't know whether the spirit of Mama Momo don't too much. Now they drive by Charly Boy. You see,
Yeah, that.
to me, at 45, I think...
We lost that. I didn't get that thought.
Didn't get that one.
Yeah, but you were trying to give us a number So you
Yes.
said, before you give the number, break it down. What exactly do you do that is therapeutic for you? How do you...
This is just my small thing I do by the side that, you know, lifts me. It's like riding my scooter. You know, every morning I go on my little scooter.
And ride with style.
Yeah.
We see your videos.
And I'm listening to the music, and that is my me time. That's when I'm obliged. I have to smile all the time as I'm on that thing, because I see the smiling, my smiling evokes a lot of smiles. And then people are waiting to see me smile. You know what? You may think that it's not much of anything.
It's a lot.
But
energy.
it's quite a lot in a toxic environment like we live in right now. The smile, I'm acknowledging you.
And it's infectious.
It's going to be a brighter day. Okay?
So the number?
So I'm giving this number, like I said, is me, my own therapy. Because listening to a lot of people and us trying to find a way for them to solve their problem is also helping me with some problems I might have along. But make nobody call me, beg me for money.
Tell them.
Nigerians.
Telling you.
Okay, can you give us the number?
The only thing I want to, I'll be a good listener. I promise I'll be a good listener. I will not judge. Okay? I go drop some few hints. If you fit catch anyone, you know, it's up to you. The number is 080. Are you guys ready? 080 844 53761. Just call me. If you're having any problem, let's talk about it. Maybe I will lift you up a bit. Maybe
That's so sweet.
I'll make you
From a Charly Boy, like I'm shocked.
You need to debate for marriage.
What
No, I don't know. I just feel shocked.
Okay.
I done the entire.
No.
I go call Gaucho. Yesterday, one of your colleagues was trained. He scattered table, breaker, pack all the wood. He started this issue of Alibaba started the talk on Nigerian celebrities and their disproportionate wealth compared to work. And he was questioning women and saying, could they give girls runs? You could they give women a headache because you're flaunting wealth that, you know, does not commensurate
female celebrities
with your
But not true
work.
now. Not true in talking.
Everything.
Not, yes, no. Waiting.
So are
Not
women
true.
not working harder?
And enough in this
No, the
industry.
ones where they walk, they walk. The ones where get sense. The ones where be highway, not highway. Complete.
Total package in the industry.
So they're different kinds of women.
So some people agree with him, but some people have said that this is also another thing in sexism, where you bring women aside and just label them in
the only women do
the only women there. And if they're doing it with men.
No, every woman can't be like that. No. It's not possible.
Yeah, but even in the celebrity industry, now only women, they do bad thing.
No, I don't think that's what
Yeah,
he's
but
saying.
the address was...
He's saying for those ones where they do make una know they deceive us.
Make una know they lie.
Make una know
Say
they
na hard work.
It can't be everybody doing it now. No, it's not possible. Even as men, they go, they meander. No, be every... I can tell you that it's not every man. But yes, majority of them, they do. But not every man.
I want to take you away from this celebrity gist. I want to talk about your activism. You know,
We
there's
can
no
do that
time. No, I'm loving it. You know?
Before you go there, make that number again. 080 844. You don't cram. 53761. Okay. Let me not forget.
Yes.
Call.
So, you know, the way we're brought up in Nigeria, the way you look, the way you dress, would not be what a parent would agree that a young man should look. Yeah. And yet, from this look comes, words of wisdom all the time. Your participation in politics and for the, betterment of Nigerians. And I just want to know, I know you said that being on the streets, being in the bush has helped you. Could you tell us why you have even sustained it in the face of constant frustration? Because it's like I hear these lone voices in the wilderness that come out and speak, but everything else just doesn't seem to be changing. What is making you sustain this, your voice, you know, to push the right message? And what would you expect, or what do you hope to see it does for the youth, and maybe they take up the, you know, mantle from you?
First of all, in this my 60-something, 70-something, 80-something year of life, I don't even know. You getting me? Are you getting me? I've met exceptional, outstanding youths in this country. People that I've learned from. I've learned from. You can't stop learning. You understand? People that I admire. People that I respect. Young people. And that is why my belief about the salvation of this country is so strong. They are the one that has kept me youthful from time immemorial. And there is nothing. I don't forget your question, Seth.
I'm just asking why you are doing this.
Why you're still standing?
Why I'm still standing? Why I'm still
youth
standing?
to learn from you.
Tenacity. That's what they should take away. Consistency. Tremendous focus. You they go somewhere. Let nothing distract you. Let nobody be able to kill your dreams. Not even your parents. Because I started this activism from the household.
Yes.
Fighting my father. Because he had too much, his image was overshadowing me. At that time, I didn't know it was competition.
Yeah.
We were doing competition, yes. I hated him, he hated me.
Wow.
Yes, so.
Tell us.
Maybe
what
that
is
may be a
story?
strong line.
Yeah, but we
word,
understand.
you know. But
Clash
it
of
was
wills and
yes. Because how can I be going anywhere I go? I'm introduced as the beginning of that. Within, I should get my own. That's why I decided that I was going to create a brand that was shock, timid, myopic, mongopakish, analogish. Last year, Nigerians out of their way of thinking.
See how life works. And here you are, you've created
You
such
know?
a heavy brand that your children maybe.
Yeah.
Fighting this too.
So I tell young people, see, if you have a dream, man, just stick on to it. Or, you know, sometimes, do you know how many times I felt like quitting? Do you know how many times I was tired?
Yeah, let me pause you a bit.
Yes,
Ima, hold on. Let's take this call quickly. Larry Williams from London. Good morning, Larry.
Morning. I was watching you guys on YouTube, first time caller.
Welcome to the show.
The area father kind of stopped my thing this morning. Growing up, we knew him as somebody on a bike with a very supportive wife. And we also knew that he came from a very good pedigree and was well brought up. But all the things I'm hearing him say this morning, you know, I'm quite intrigued. So for me, I have what I call a reset button that he just spoke about. When I tell my missus I want to press the reset button, she kind of understand what I'm talking about. So I think the area father is in tune with what is going on. So I will call him. I've taken the number down.
Okay, they'll call you.
I thank you for bringing him to the program.
Thank you, Larry.
You has mentioned before, which is, you know,
You don't
never
look like
judge
the
a book
typical-
by its
yeah,
cover. And he has heard other news about you, and today hearing from you, it just
Hearing wisdom.
Thank God for
Yanima.
that. Yes, the Governor Soludo's Truth and Peace Committee, Justice, Truth and Peace Committee that was set up. I heard that you resigned from that committee.
No, be only me.
Now, plenty. I just say, resign. And you know, this committee was supposed to help resolve or find out the reasons behind some of the unsettlements in the East. Knowing that you're somebody of the people, I thought, you know, this was a given.
Why
Only
did
if
you
it took here, waiting can't happen.
If you not take your own, spoil my own. Whether it be government, anything you like it be, if you know day ready, if you know arrange yourself, no come to me. Because me and bullshit don't go together. Yes. So if you're not organized, don't come to me. Don't waste my bloody time.
Jesus.
I don't have time. And I'm not struggling. I'm on a cruise level. So anything, if I say, in fact, they should be happy, say, I won't help them.
Okay.
Because there's no other kind person where those kind of people can talk to, we no be this kind person. Okay? When Niger Delta people start, that time who delete them, the hair was governor. Then carry the boys, go meet for Jos, go camp for Jos, promise them heaven and earth, make them calm down. Now who then send, make you go Jos, go talk with those boys? Now me. When even from my own state, young boys on the carry gun, they do anyhow. In fact, not just my state, my town, go, my village, go, Oputa, in Imo State. You understand? Yeah. When the young boys, they go, they do anyhow, they kill people. Who go talk to those boys? Now me go talk to those boys. Okay? So if you... Because I don't see, say, government sometimes, they just want to put up something for show. Make it be like, say, they no come include me for that thing.
Hi.
I'm not a desperate human. I'm not looking for anything. I just want the things where I go to do. Where between me and my God, it go to sweet my belly. I go to, if I see I can chop there, fine. If I no see, that way they sweet my belly, I go to do and they go. But if you're not organized, don't come to me. And this is a warning to anybody. Don't bother me.
Because you and bullshit don't go together.
At all.
I got that. Let's take a short break. When we come back, we take phone calls and messages and find out exactly what Charly Boy is up to. Stay with us.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.
Thanks for staying with us. So before we go into what Charly Boy is all up to this period, in the last, before the break, you mentioned something about the government not being organized. Can you help us understand why?
Exactly.
Could you give us specific
examples?
How can you be in a committee? Nobody don't ever write to you. They never give you a brief of what thing to do. And we get chairman, where would they always see where they go meeting with them. The chairman know they communicate with us. The handlers of the thing, nobody they reach us. At one point, you know, it was like a day, they were going to have the inauguration tomorrow. Now today they send me text for evening. Say, make I come. I won't come now. I go take my scooter, I go walk out reach there. Thunder fire them. Their papa, their mama. I won't do that one. Then say, make I carry myself come. When I come, then go sort us out. Then go pay. Naimbi say it doesn't look tidy.
It doesn't look tidy.
Okay, okay, I understand. So, you had a question, Nima, concerning this?
No, I'm okay with the answer.
Now, tell us, what are you up to this period? What jobs are you doing? What movies do you
projects
have?
are you working on?
You're now an actor, and we have been enjoying you, especially King of Boys was just so amazing.
James Bond now.
Yeah, James Bond. Yeah. So what new projects are in the pipeline?
No, I'm shooting a remake of the Charly Boy show. I've done a lot of episodes. I beg, I think I'll beg you. Anybody who wants must not be. I beg. Things are hard.
Did you not see the other person that came? Start Times is sponsoring.
Yes.
I don't know. I don't know why my own is different.
Help me now.
Help me now.
Have you gone to meet them? Have you given a proposal or something?
I don't give many people proposal. Nobody they answer me.
What are you working with? What is the content then?
I have 2 programs I'm working on. One is what I call street yarn. You see me on my scooter going around town, anywhere where I see people, ordinary people, not scripted. I will stop And then we will now discuss what is trending at that particular time. You know, so I can feel the vibes of ordinary people, hear their views on different issues and stuff like that in a very funny, laid-back way. But Charly Boy is like the old Charly Boy program.
So do you get to see the old faces?
No,
too?
where a lot of, maybe in the first episode, you see a lot of the old faces, how they're, you know, Charly Boy was a sort of university for most of this A-list artists today. They started from the University of Charly Boy. And I'm very proud that a lot are doing so friggin' well.
So I like the fact that you're going into acting. You are there now. You're doing stuff.
I'm just living my best life. It's not about who bring money, who no bring money. You know, I'm just doing all the things that make me tick, make me happy. All the things that I love to do. So I'm glad that I have the means and ways to just keep doing things, just for the heck of it, for the love of it. Things that are my soul speak to or speak to my soul.
But that's luxury. Not everybody can afford to do what they want to do.
Yes, I know. And I can only say I thank God for that, you know, for the privilege.
Yeah. That's awesome. Let's take a short break. When we come back, we will receive some clips on some of the things that Charly Boy is up to. Stay with us.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.
Odudu Bariba.
Odudu Bariba.
Odudu Bariba.
Not Odudu Bariba.
No, I had to add my own style.
Odudu Bariba.
Odudu Bariba.
Odudu Bariba. What was it with your costuming? You seemed in between sexes. We couldn't tell.
Really?
Yeah.
I think it's just Gothic.
Did you
plain Gothic? No, I didn't
design it yourself.
Okay. So I was going to
designed for Odudu Bariba.
Because when I saw it, I was like, I'm sure he had such a strong influence on how the costumes came out. I mean, look at you.
The word alone, you know, when Kemi called me and I said, so you want me to go and scatter your movie? Because I never really saw myself as an actor. Okay. Said, Charles, you've been acting all your life. What is that now?
Exactly. It looks that way.
So I said, okay, what role am I playing? And she goes, Badamosi. I said, I'm not to bother anything. Don't want to bother anything. He said, okay, what will we call you now? At first I said Charly Boy. He said, no, that would be too. Then, of course, I said Odudu Bariba. And I think that's...
Yeah.
She didn't even bother to ask me what
it means. So that's where,
till we got on set.
Wow.
That is it here.
Yeah. What does it mean?
What does it mean, please?
Odudu Bariba in my native language means simply a butterfly. But why a butterfly? A butterfly is the symbol of my spirituality. Because life is fickle and fragile. And the butterfly as an insect is fragile. So it's like bikers always wear these crossbones to remind them that there's risk on the road. So
is that what it means?
Precisely.
This reminds me that life is fickle.
We are here and we're out to get you.
No.
Oh, okay.
Very as simple as that.
Yeah.
You see?
So you always have to be careful.
You see how you're so sorry. You see how you're so different from, you know, how you look. Because a butterfly is not.
But
it's not the animal I would use.
Yes,
I would use a lion or.
That one
bear.
there.
Oh, you have a lion today? No, thank you. Thank you. But what was your experience on sets with the other actors?
Oh,
How did they treat you?
I had fun, and I was like, you know, to be with what's her name?
Shola.
With, I didn't see RMD, you know. And with the other people, I was so excited. And for the first time, you know, allowed myself,
To be yourself.
not just only in being myself, but for Kemi to do anything she wants with me.
You.
Because I
Give
remember
up your power.
Yes, I remember one of the shoots. We started like around 4 p.m. Didn't end till the next day at 9 a.m.
Wow.
And I was always standing. There was no time to go and even catch 2 minutes of sleep.
That's
And
It was intense.
I know that quite a few of the cast had walked away because they were tired. I was the only one that, you know.
Stood.
Yes.
died.
The last man standing.
There's something about her. We've heard quite a few people who have worked with her, and especially on this project, say they're willing to give themselves to Kemi because she deserves it.
Yeah. See,
sort of human being is she?
when you walk with somebody that you can almost see through them, you know, that they know exactly what they're doing, you know, especially like a creative person like me, I always have tremendous respect for people who are holding their own, who know exactly what they're about, what they want to achieve. You know, so when I see that kind of person, I'll just submit now. Oh, yeah, now you're film now.
Excuse me. Thank you so much for being on the show. We're almost out of time, but I want to ask you, what's the secret to this, your freshness?
Youthful.
As a grandpa, you're slick. What do you do? What's your routine? Give us the truth now. Your routine, what do you do that just keeps you...
I'm affected, you know, you guys are too old.
We're too old? I'm
all
17.
of you, yeah. You're 17?
Yeah, I'm 17.
Okay, me, I'm 24. See, you know, the young people have affected me so much. And then they tell me as I go be, as I go dress. Yeah. And then they teach me the lingo, this thing. So how can I grow older than them? I have to be on their level. So when I'm even talking with them, they will understand. They won't be looking at me and saying, this old man, don't come again.
Why is it important?
You know? Why is it important? Because Charly Boy, the brand Charly Boy, is a youthful brand, will always be a youthful brand. Oh. And it takes a lot of attire sometimes, but it takes a lot of work to maintain that youthfulness. So you find me going to the gym regularly. You find me watching what I eat regularly. You know, my exercise. Like I don't drink. I've never drank alcohol. I'm not.
Yeah, the second celebrity.
Are you serious?
With that look, please tell them.
I don't need
Because they'll say alcohol
alcohol
is
for the looks. Come on, give me a break. I used to be addicted to nicotine. Thank God I'm free.
Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing.
But
I should not clap that much.
No, I saw that. But we move on. We move on.
You see, I no go lie now. I no fit hide.
Let's move on.
You understand?
Let's move. Change the topic.
So,
are you an environmentalist, would you say?
Oh, we have.
Oh, sorry.
it has to be clean now. My environment has to be clean all the
Yes.
time. That number again is 080-844-53761.
I feel bullied. You're bullying me now. Thank you so much for being on the show. We enjoyed this conversation.
I had fun myself.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, ladies, for your contributions. That's all we can take on the show today. We'll see you again on Monday. Have a lovely weekend. Bye-bye now.